granting consents to them beyond time, allowing them to operate without consent, which is mandatorily required under Air and Water Act. If you are operating something without permission under the Air and Water Act, you have to be put in jail. And offences, you have to be charged, you have to be fined, whatever it is. But they have not done that. Now let me tell you something about the new board. The new board has just taken charge. Mr. Narana has just taken over as chairperson of the board last week. Last week he has taken. And from the 31st of July till today, some mining companies are doing not work of extraction, but they are doing mining related work on their mining basis, which is not permitted under the law. This is the status today. Whatever happens, whoever says anything, the lawbreakers continue their operations. Whatever the chief minister, whether it's new or old, whether it's Congress or BJP, that doesn't change at all. But today we have this situation where, as of today, forget about Shah Commission report, for 1.5 months now, 1 month and 10 days, mining industry is still operating without valid consent under the Air and Water Act, despite Shah Commission recommendation given in March that both the chairman and member secretary have to be tried for allowing the situation in the last 6 years. Last year we went to the court, to the High Court, to tell the High Court that 57 mines in the state of Goa were operating without consent under the Air Act and Water Act, some for 2 years. And the High Court called the Pollution Control Board and asked them, are you going to close them or not? And the Pollution Board meekly came back and said, sir, we have closed down all them. But they don't learn a lesson. This year they have repeated the situation all over. So what I am recommending to you is, if those of you who want to support this action, I have discussed it also with Dr. Oscar. Tomorrow at 4 o'clock, we will jam the Pollution Control Board office. Yes. And because forget about courts and everything. Forget about everything. This, you will go there and we will tell them that we will not budge from the site unless they issue directions to all the mines to stop all operations. That has to be done. There is no other way, because this cannot be permitted. This cannot be permitted. It is against the law. The Shah Commission is a Supreme Court judge. If he says something is in violation, High Court has said the same thing last year. We don't need thousands of people to tell us that this is the law. This is the law. We tell the Pollution Control Board to issue the closure order. Just what we did in the case of Dawade mine and Sheikh Salim mine. We tell them, do please issue the closure orders. Otherwise, we are not budging from this series. So all those who are willing to come, please come. I do not know whether there is sanction, whatever, whether there is bandobast or whatever. We don't care a damn. If the citizens don't take the initiative and enforce the law, then you can be sure that nothing in the state of Goa will happen. But this is actually only one significant symbolic action that you can do to say that you have all fought for more than 1.5 years to get this report out. It is not Mr. Ramesh Gowns and Rajendra Kirkar and Lord Alvanis who have done work. There are hundreds of people in the state of Goa, people all over, villagers, activists, all these people have broken their heads for the last 2 years, 5 years trying to stop this bloody menace. Now that the judge has said that it has got no legal basis, there is no legal basis on which it can restart. There is no way. So don't forget about what the other courts will decide. They will decide whatever the actions are being taken will be taken. Right now, there is no justification for any person or any mining company to have anything at any mine site. Even 1 liter of diesel cannot be burned because there is no consent under the Air and Water Act. So this is something you can decide after this meeting, and we shall consider and we shall see. Because our problem always is when we go there, then the board chairman runs away, member secretary runs away, everybody runs away. So last time the same thing happened in the case of Chokle mine at Gavane. They all ran away. But then we sat in the office, 9:30 they had to come back and issue the orders. So don't think that we are all Gandhians. We are not carrying even one single gun with us. We are not carrying any bomb also. The only bomb we are carrying is the bomb of the troops. And that bomb will explode everybody if they don't take any action as required under these circumstances. The second major second major report of what the Shah Commission is in chapter 2, where it deals with the violation of environment laws. Now, in the year, and this I am telling you because I will show you how Mr. Manoj Parrikar is involved in doing things, because the actions of Manoj Parrikar are taken from March till today. Shah Commission report is submitted in March. Before, just the day he takes office, Shah Commission report is submitted. To show you the situation does not change. Supreme Court on the 4th of December 2006, in our petition, Goa Foundation petition over Supreme Court, they took the view that all environment clearances which are given will be sent to the National Board of Wildlife for their NOC, because the issue of wildlife clearance was very important in the mining areas. And we had approached the Supreme Court because we told them that Chief Wildlife Warden of Goa is giving these clearances on the instructions of the state government. And the inspection reports show that the range forest officer has gone to visit the site of the mine, proposed mine. He has given a report which is generally adverse. He says there is wildlife in this area. Mining activity will not, will disturb the wildlife, and all that. All these reports are there in the file. These reports are then placed before the relevant Deputy Conservator of Forest at the Panchi level and the Margaon level. And these two officers are overriding those reports and saying that this is all figment of the imagination. The Deputy Conservator of Forest, these all reports are figment of the imagination. And what we will ask the mining company to do is give a motorcycle for 10,000 rupees per motorcycle for patrolling these areas, and some money for running these motorcycles. And subject to this condition, the wildlife clearance may be issued. So we produced all these clearances before the Supreme Court. Justice Agarwal was there. We produced them and said, see how these people are giving these clearances. They cannot give the clearances in this way. And the lower officers are being overridden by the superior officer. So Justice Agarwal on 4th of December passed a very blanket order. He said they are taking it out of the hands of the Chief Wildlife Warden. And we are telling them, you go before the standing committee of the National Board of Wildlife, and they very carefully put that they will go before them under section 5B and C of the Wildlife Protection Act, where only the standing committee has got power to take any decision. So they removed it from the hands of the Chief Wildlife Warden, and they say that the Chief Wildlife Warden cannot grant it, only they can grant it. Now, despite that order, the Ministry of Environment only issued one advertisement in one or two newspapers. And they said that the Supreme Court order is there, please send all your environment clearances to the ministry to be put before the standing committee. Everybody refused. Nobody bothered. They didn't bother. They said that whatever it is, the state government said it is not our job because the order is to the central government. Central government said not our job because we have put the advertisement in the paper. Now, I do not know this roundabout route of putting advertisement in the paper because the copies of the environment clearance are with the ministry. The order is to the ministry. All that this one has